Thank you for tuning into my channel and listening to what I have to say about the WWE and what happened this week. I hope you enjoy the show and have a good time. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.
Hey everybody, this is Joe Bird Earl talking about the WWE, particularly some things that happened this past week. So you're probably wondering why should you listen to me since I only got one video. Well, I'll tell you why. I flip tables, that's why. And today we're going to talk about the WWE and what's going on. First, we're going to talk about the IIconics. IIconics! Well, we got an iconic problem, WWE, because you guys book these girls so weak. They lose every week. How am I supposed to believe that they beat somebody? Well, they get beat every single week. Every week. They can't even beat when they're 2 against 1. You still have them losing. Can you not at least book them a little stronger? And now you have them with the belts. And you're going to have them challenge people are supposed to be pretty good. Well, if they beat them, that's going to be unbelievable because you have them getting beat every week. And not only that, their matches are only 1, maybe 2 minutes long at the most. Now, I know that Peyton Royce is a little bit better than that. She can actually do a pretty good match. I've seen it. NXT gets Asuka. She did a pretty good job. Billie Kay, she's okay, I guess. Only thing they really got for them is that they're very good on the microphone and they can do really good backstage stuff. So I like them. I like when they speak, but when in the ring, you book a week, and sometimes I guess they don't really perform very well. I do see a lot of mistakes. And I'm just a casual fan. I'm not a hardcore fan, even though I'm making a video about the WWE. But anyways, that's my problem. You guys got a big problem with IIconics. You got a belt on them, and if they do say they beat Kairi Sane and Asuka, or they beat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, it's not going to be believable, even if they cheat, because we see them in the past cheat and they still lose. Every week they lose. I think you need to start booking them like you did against those, what were they called, the Brooklyn Bells or something? Get some jobbers and let them win to build up some kind of momentum, because you get them beat every time. What brings me up to the NXT. I love NXT. I watch it every week. I don't watch Raw and I don't watch SmackDown every week. I watch them every once in a while, and I watch the highlight videos you see on YouTube. But NXT, I watch it every week. And I really like what they got going on with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era. I personally believe that sooner or later that they're going to break off with Roderick Strong. I see that Adam Cole's getting a little jealous that Roderick Strong got a title shot. And basically, Strong was strong. Lost my words. Strong was basically only put onto the Undisputed Era because of the injury that one of them acquired. Fish last year, so they put him in to be a tag team partner. But I think before that happens, it's gonna be Adam Cole versus the Bro Riddle, and I love Riddle. I like that it's going to be a very good match. I love both of those guys. I think it's going to be very good. I look forward to that match. Next, I want to talk about Io Shirai. I do not understand how you guys are booking Io Shirai. I got one problem. I love everything about NXT, but how they did Io Shirai last Wednesday makes no sense. She's doing an interview, and I got to say, she's going to be probably a better speaker on the mic than both Kairi Sane and Asuka. Io Shirai knows English pretty well. She's doing a good job speaking English, doing her promo when she gets attacked by Shayna Baszler and her goon Eds, and they kick her in the stomach, and then you guys cut away, and there's nothing else, not another mention of what just happened. The commentators don't say nothing about her getting beat. Later on in the program, when Mia Yim is talking about how she deserves the title, she doesn't talk about how Shayna Baszler just kicked Io Shirai. I mean, what is up with that? And then I'm watching the Worlds Collide, and I was getting really upset when I saw that you guys have Sonya Deville beat Io Shirai. I don't understand. You guys signed Io Shirai, who's supposedly or not supposedly, but is one of the best female wrestlers in the world, and perhaps one of the top wrestlers in the world, and we see her get beat over and over again. I was going to get really upset, but I was watching a video with Tony Atlas, and him and this other guy was talking about Sasha Banks and how Sasha Banks is having a dispute with WWE right now. Well, Tony Atlas brought up something interesting when he's talking about how sometimes a promoter or a business will test a wrestler, so we'll have them lose and see how they react to it. So I'm thinking that that's probably what's going on. I still think WWE has great plans for Io Shirai. I believe that before the end of the year, she'll be the champion of the women's division. I think that would probably be the best. I don't see how they can put it on Bianca Belair just yet. I think that will probably happen around NXT TakeOver, around the SummerSlam. We'll see Io Shirai beat Shayna Baszler, and then we'll see Shayna Baszler go up to the main roster around SummerSlam, because basically what else is there for Shayna Baszler to do in the NXT? She's already been champion. She's going around bullying everybody, breaking arms, and kicking rear end. So we go on to Kairi Sane and Asuka, which is a very good tag team. I was expecting Kairi Sane and Io Shirai to come up, and we still have the Space Pirates. I mean, not the Space Pirates. Sky Pirates.
Wrong team.
Yeah, Sky Pirates. But I'm kind of happy with this, with Paige being the manager. The only problem is you got Kairi Sane and Asuka, and I'm looking at the other tag teams on the top division, and there's not really any other tag teams that are really good. So good thing about the men's tag team, especially when I was growing up watching them, when you had the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs, the Strike Force, and the Road Warriors and Demolition, you had all these great tag teams which made each other great. You made each other really good and interesting. Now you just got Kairi Sane and Asuka, who is probably heads and shoulders above everybody else. And you have the IIconics with the belt who get beat all the time. There's nobody to have any memorable rivalries with. See that they're building up with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Before I get there, I do believe that eventually the Kairi Sane and Asuka connection is going to be broken up. I don't have much wrestling experience, but I was doing it, and I would, and it looks like right now, you have Kairi Sane getting all the pinfalls, and if you just have Paige always give Kairi Sane the credit, you could kind of see a little division, and maybe by the end of the year, you would have them break up, and maybe around Royal Rumble or WrestleMania time, you're going to have a Kairi Sane Asuka match. And that would be great if we could see Kairi Sane and Asuka going one-on-one. You would actually get to see both of them be able to do their top moves and to their top ability. That's what I would like to see, and I think that would be great. That would be a great little rivalry there. Those two's going on at each other, and then maybe around WrestleMania, you would have, after WrestleMania, maybe Io Shirai could come up, and we could have the Sky Pirates back together. I don't really see Kairi Sane being a dominant singles wrestler, because she's kind of small, really. If you think about it, her height and her body type, and then you compare her to like Charlotte and Becky Lynch and even Naomi and those girls are kind of muscular. They got not to say they're overweight, but they got the thickness that a wrestler's body type. Kind of like Asuka, she has the wrestler's body type. So I think Kairi Sane would probably be great in the tag team division. Now with Kairi Sane and Asuka, they're building this up against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I would like to see that match around SummerSlam, and I don't want to see them wrestle each other until then. I think they're doing a great job now. Have you see them face to face, talking to each other. Maybe you could get some backstage encounters, but I don't want to see these two in the ring, because that's what WWE does. They wrestle these people against each other so much time that it's not so many times that it's nothing special when you see them on a pay-per-view. They need to hold that off as long as they can. Give us all the teasers until I think SummerSlam. It's only 2 or 3 months from now, and that would be a great match to see. Moving on here to KO, Kevin Owens versus Kofi. Last Tuesday, it was great to see Kevin Owens turn on the New Day. It would have been better if they could have waited a little longer, but I can see that they're probably trying to get Kofi into a rivalry before Money in the Bank, which happens in May. If they can do that, I think that would be a great match, a great rivalry going on right now. And kind of like how those things are shaping up. What I don't like is the next matchup. Charlotte versus Becky. Boo, sad face. How many times are we going to see this match? Every pay-per-view, it feels like. These two are wrestling each other. Can we please get a different match, a different rivalry for Becky Lynch as she's champion? I mean, I think, Charlotte always gets a chance for the belt. She needs to have another rivalry, another storyline where she's not going after the belt after somebody else. I think it would be better for her. It would be better for us fans because we get to see something different with her in it. As I own the WWE Network, I'm watching all the pay-per-views from WCW in the 90s. And, Sting probably was their most popular wrestler in his time, and he hardly ever had the belt. But the thing that made Sting special was he always had great matches with other people, and then every once in a while they would give him the belt. With Charlotte, she goes for the belt all the time. It gets kind of old. You need to get her going off somewhere else, fighting somebody else. I mean, this is like Charlotte versus Becky 100. First 2 times, it was all right. Now, it's boring. I think coming up with Money in the Bank, I think Becky's going to lose to Charlotte. I think she's going to beat Lacey Evans, go over the Raw. Charlotte's going to win the SmackDown Championship, and then who knows who Charlotte's going to wrestle over there. Maybe Ember Moon. That would be a good match. Ember Moon versus Charlotte. That'd be a good rivalry. And not Becky, but Bayley. Bayley's over there now, and that would be great too. Only problem is you just had Bayley lose to Charlotte last week. So maybe down the road. And then we get to Lars Sullivan. And I like what they're doing with Lars Sullivan going in, kicking butt, and not really giving him any matches right now. And Lars Sullivan, he's a huge boy. But one thing, Lars Sullivan, that I am upset about is you go in there and you beat up Rey Mysterio, and now you're beating up R-Truth. Well, Lars Sullivan, I want you to try to beat me up, man. I am the man. You cannot beat me up, Lars Sullivan. You better watch out for this belly and these arms get a hold of you. Ah!
Put your shirt back on.